Welcome to our comprehensive guide on the types of verbs. If you've ever felt that English sentences are like complex puzzles, then you've come to the right place. Today we're going to focus on the most crucial piece of that puzzle, the very heart of every sentence, the verb. So what exactly is a verb? In its simplest form, a verb is a word that expresses an action, an event, or a state of being. Think of it as the powerhouse or the engine of a sentence. Without a verb, a group of words is just a fragment. It lacks purpose and cannot convey a complete thought. The verb is what breathes life into a sentence, giving it movement and meaning. A verb is a word that expresses an action, an event, or a state of being. It is the powerhouse or engine of a sentence, giving it movement and meaning. But why is a deep understanding of verbs so critical for fluency in English? It goes far beyond just knowing action words. Verbs are the key to unlocking proper sentence structure. They dictate the tense, telling us if something happened in the past, is happening now, or will happen in the future. They must agree with the subject, a fundamental rule known as subject-verb agreement. Mastering verbs allows you to form questions, give commands, express possibilities, and convey subtle shades of meaning. In short, your ability to communicate effectively in English is directly tied to your command over verbs. The world of verbs is indeed vast and diverse. We have action verbs that show physical or mental action. We have linking verbs that connect the subject to more information about it. And we have helping verbs that work alongside main verbs to create complex tenses and moods. It can seem overwhelming, but our mission today is to demystify it all for you. In this video series, we will embark on a structured journey. We will start with the main categories: action verbs, linking verbs, and helping verbs. We'll explore their definitions, see how they function with crystal clear examples, and most importantly, we will provide detailed explanations in Urdu to bridge any gaps in understanding and ensure every concept is perfectly clear. Types of verbs par mabni is jam guide mein aap sab ko khush amdeed. Agar aapko kabhi mehsoos hua hai ke English ke jumle paichida puzzles ki tarah hain, to aap bilkul sahi jagah par aaye hain. Aj, hummus puzzle ke sabse ahem hisse, yani har jumle ke dil, verb par apni puri tawaju markuz karne jarahi hain, to verb akhir hai kia, apni sada tarin shakal main, verb ek isa lafs hijo kisi kayam, action, wakiye, event, ya halat, state of being. Ko zahir karta hai, ise jumle ka powerhouse, ya engine tasawwur karain. Verb ke bagher, alfaz ka majmua surf ek adhura hissa hai, iska koi maksad nahi hota ar ye ek mukamal kayal paish nahi kar sakta. Verb hi wo cheez hijo jumle main ru fungti hai, use harkat ar maani deti hai, lekin English main rawani ke laya verbs ki geri samaj itni zaruri kyun hai, ya surf action words janne se kahin bar kar hai, verbs duras jumle ki sakt ko kolne ki chabi hain, ya zamane, tense, katayun karte hain, humen batate hain ke kya koi cheez mazi main hui, ab ho rahi hai, या मुस्तकबिल में होगी. इन हाइन सब्जेक्ट के मुताबिक होना चाहिए, जो कि एक बुनियादी कानून है जिसे सब्जेक्ट वर्ब एग्रीमेंट कहते हैं. वर्ब्स पर उबूर हासिल करने से आप सवालात पूछ सकते हैं, अहकामात दे सकते हैं, इम्कानात ज़ाहिर कर सकते हैं, और मानी के हल्के फ़र्क को भी बयान कर सकते हैं. मुख्तसर यह कि इंग्लिश में मुअस्सिर तरीक़े से बातचीत करने की आपकी सलाहियत बराह रास्त वर्ब्स पर आपके उबूर से जुड़ी हुई है. बेशक वर्ब्स की दुनिया बहुत वासी और मुतनव्वे है. हमारे पास एक्शन वर्ब्स हैं जो जिस्मानी या ज़हनी काम दिखाते हैं. हमारे पास लिंकिंग वर्ब्स हैं जो सब्जेक्ट को उसके बारे में मज़ीद मालूमात से जोड़ते हैं. और हमारे पास हेल्पिंग वर्ब्स हैं जो असल वर्ब्स के साथ मिलकर पेचीदा टेंसेस और मूड्स बनाते हैं. यह सब मुश्किल लग सकता है, लेकिन आज हमारा मिशन आपके लिए इस सब को आसान बनाना है. इस वीडियो सीरीज में हम एक मुनज़्ज़म सफ़र का आगाज़ करेंगे. हम बुनियादी अक़साम से शुरुआत करेंगे, एक्शन वर्ब्स, लिंकिंग वर्ब्स और हेल्पिंग वर्ब्स. हम उनकी डेफिनेशंस एक्सप्लोर करेंगे, बिल्कुल साफ मिसालों के साथ दिखाएंगे कि वो कैसे काम करते हैं, और सबसे अहम, हम उर्दू में तफसीली वज़ाहत फराहम करेंगे ताकि समाज में कोई कमी न रहे और हर कॉन्सेप्ट मुकम्मल तौर पर वाज़ेह हो जाए. तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं. Action verbs are verbs that show physical or mental actions. Action verbs wo lafs hain jo kisi jismi ya zehni harkat ko zahir karte hain, jaise run, eat, think. Welcome. Today we're exploring a special type of verb, the linking verb. You might know that many verbs are action words, like run, jump, or eat. They show something happening. But what about verbs that don't show any action at all? That's where linking verbs come in. Think of a linking verb as an equal sign in a sentence. It doesn't describe an action. Instead, it connects or links the subject of the sentence to more information about that subject. This information can be a description, identify a state of being, or even rename the subject. The most common linking verbs are the different forms of the verb to be. These are is, am, are, was, were, be, being, and been. They are the foundation of linking verbs. For example, in the sentence, she is a doctor, the verb is links the subject she to the noun doctor, telling us her profession. In I am happy, am connects I to the feeling happy. And in they were tired, were connects they to the state of being tired. In all these cases, no action is happening. Besides to be, other verbs can also be linking verbs. Many relate to our five senses like look, sound, smell, feel, and taste. Others, like appear, seem, and become, describe a state of being. For instance, the flower smells wonderful. Here, smells connects the flower to its scent, wonderful. The flower isn't performing an action, it's being described. Now this is a crucial point. Some verbs can be either a linking verb or an action verb, depending on the context. Let's use the verb taste. In the sentence, the soup tastes delicious. Taste is a linking verb. It connects the soup to its quality. But in the chef tastes the soup, taste is an action verb because the chef is actively doing something. Here's a simple trick to check. Try replacing the verb with a form of to be, like is or are. If the sentence still makes sense, it's a linking verb. The soup is delicious makes perfect sense, but let's try it with our other sentence, the chef is the soup. That makes no sense at all. This tells us that in this sentence, tastes is an action verb. This substitution test is a very helpful tool. To summarize, linking verbs do not show action. They connect the subject with information about the subject. In Urdu, we'd say, linking verbs kisi harkat ko zahir nahi karte, balke subject ko us ke mutalik malumat se jor dete hain. Mastering them is a key step to building more descriptive and accurate sentences in English. Helping verbs are used with main verbs to make tenses, questions, or passive voice. Helping verbs asal verb ke sath istimal hota, hain take tense mood ya passive voice ban sake, jays, has, have, do, will. Welcome. Today we're exploring transitive and intransitive verbs. Have you noticed some sentences are complete with just a subject and verb like he sleeps, while others need more like she bought? Bought what? The sentence feels unfinished. Understanding this difference is key to mastering sentence structure. Let's start with transitive verbs. A transitive verb is an action verb that directs its action toward a direct object. The action transfers to this object. Without an object, the sentence is incomplete. For example, in the student wrote an essay, the action of wrote is transferred to an essay. An essay is the direct object. To identify a transitive verb, ask what or whom after it. If the sentence provides an answer, the verb is transitive. Let's try, she loves chocolate. Loves what? Chocolate. So, loves is transitive. Another example, the teacher praised the student. Praised whom? The student. Again, the verb is transitive. In Urdu, transitive verbs are fel-e mutaaddi, fel midi. This verb's action passes from the subject to an object or maf'ul. It needs this object to complete its meaning. For example, usna ek kat lika, he wrote a letter. Here, lika is a transitive verb, and kat is its object. Without the object, the thought is incomplete. Now for intransitive verbs. An intransitive verb is an action verb that does not have a direct object. The action is complete with just the subject and the verb. For instance, the sun rises. The action of rising is complete. We don't ask rises what. Other examples include, the baby cried, and they laughed. You can add details like the baby cried loudly, but loudly just tells us, not. In Urdu, intransitive verbs are fel-e lazim, flzm. This verb's action is confined to the subject and doesn't need an object. Its meaning is complete with just the subject and verb. For example, wo soya, he slept, or parende ure, birds flew. In these sentences, the action isn't transferred, making them intransitive. So, to summarize, transitive verbs transfer action to a direct object found by asking what or whom. Intransitive verbs express a complete action without an object. Mastering this will make your English sentences clearer and more accurate. Keep practicing. Today we studied the main types of verbs with definitions and Urdu explanations. आज हमने verbs की मुख्तलिफ किस्में और उनकी definitions और Urdu वज़ाहत के साथ सीखी.